Natural law theory is the idea that there are universal moral principles that come from nature and can be understood through human reason. These laws are not created by humans, governments, or cultures, but are believed to be built into the world and human nature itself. According to this theory, right and wrong can be discovered by thinking carefully about what helps people live good and meaningful lives. Natural law is used to explain why some actions are considered right no matter what time or place you live in. It focuses on what is naturally good for humans and how people should act in ways that fit human purpose. The idea of natural law has roots in ancient Greek and Roman philosophy, especially in the works of thinkers like Aristotle and the Roman lawyer Cicero. These early philosophers believed that reason could help people figure out the natural order of things and how humans should behave. Later, during the Middle Ages, natural law was developed further by scholars who blended Greek philosophy with religious ideas, believing that nature had a purpose designed by a higher power. Over time, natural law became an important way of thinking in both religion and politics, helping people understand law, justice, and human rights. Now that we understand where it came from, let's explore its main principles. Natural law theory is based on a few key principles. One principle is that everything in nature has a purpose, and humans should use reason to discover that purpose. For example, eyes are meant for seeing, and human reason is meant for seeking truth and making moral choices. Another principle is that good actions are those that help humans flourish and live in harmony with others. Acts like being honest, protecting life, and caring for others are considered good because they match what it means to be a human being. A final principle is that natural law does not change based on culture or opinion. It is always the same because it is based on human nature itself. Now let's look at how this theory is used in real life. Natural law theory is often used to guide decisions about justice, laws, and human rights. For example, if a law made by a government goes against natural law, like a law that allows unfair treatment of people, natural law thinkers would say it is not a true or just law. Natural law is also used in discussions about education, leadership, and ethics, where people try to figure out what is naturally good or harmful for humans. In courts and schools, natural law can help people decide what actions are right, even when written laws are unclear. Now that we've seen how it can be applied, we should also consider some criticisms of this theory. One criticism of natural law theory is that it assumes everyone agrees on what is natural or good. But people often have very different ideas about what human nature really is. What one person sees as natural, another might see as a personal opinion or cultural habit. Another criticism is that natural law can be too rigid, since it does not always adapt well to different situations or new scientific knowledge. For example, if people discover new ways of understanding human behaviour, natural law theory might still hold on to older ideas that no longer make sense. A final criticism is that using reason alone to figure out right and wrong can sometimes lead to confusion or disagreement, especially in complex situations. Even though natural law aims to be simple and universal, it can be hard to apply clearly in a changing world.